Amid swirling clouds of smoke and the cacophony of tractors, Brussels found itself at the epicenter of agrarian distress on Monday. Hundreds of European farmers converged on the city, clashing with law enforcement in a dramatic demonstration against the challenges suffocating their livelihoods. This latest manifestation of strife brought normal life to a standstill, underscoring the increasing tension between agricultural workers and policymakers. As EU agriculture ministers convened nearby to discuss the state of the industry, protesters articulated their discontent through action. Police were showered with manure and eggs, while roads were barricaded by tractors igniting piles of tires. These vivid scenes of disquiet were more than expressions of frustration. They were a cry for help from a community grappling with the perceived unsustainability of their profession. Brussels police reported that around 900 tractors rolled into the city, aiming for the European Council's headquarters, where ministers gathered, enveloped by officers clad in riot gear, wielding water cannons and tear gas to maintain a semblance of order. Protesters retaliated with fireworks, intensifying the chaotic climate. At the heart of the protest lies a litany of grievances, notably the complications wrought by bureaucratic constraints and external competition. Farmers assert that practices in non-EU countries, unrestrained by the stringent standards of the Union, undercut their businesses with lower-cost imports. Moreover, some protesters lamented the romanticism of agriculture in childhood, contrasted bleakly with its harsh realities as adults. Marieke van de Vivere, a farmer from northern Belgium, voiced a sentiment of neglect, a sentiment echoed amidst the tumult and blockades disrupting the city. Adam Parsons, a correspondent on the scene, described the standoff as running street battles against a backdrop of unyielding dedication to the farming cause, a dedication now marred by the specter of economic inviability. This wave of protests is not confined to Belgium. It resonates throughout Europe, with recent rallies in France, Spain, the Netherlands, and Bulgaria. The shared narrative is stark. The cost of farming is climbing, but financial returns remain stagnant. Added to this is the escalation in diesel prices, leaving farmers feeling abandoned in the wake of government inaction. While the clash in Brussels was heated, others across Europe utilized different modes of expression, from whistleblowing and drum beating in Spain to blocking border roads in Poland. These protesters, together with their Belgian counterparts, represent a cross-section of an agricultural workforce united in their plea for recognition and policy reform. The European Union, faced with this growing unrest, did make one concession: the shelving of an anti-pesticide proposal earlier this month, in recognition of the significant voting power farmers hold. As Europe gears up for elections in June, the voice of the agricultural community promises to weigh heavily in the political balance. The Brussels protests may have subsided, but the issues at their core persist. Across the continent, farmers are signaling that change is not only desired but imperative for the survival of the European agricultural tradition.